Hi guys, what's up? Welcome to HeadBanger Plays the Stanley Parable. Now this game just came out like 2 days ago, so yeah, I haven't played it. Yeah, and I'm here with my girlfriend, so yeah, say hi.
Hi.
Yeah, that's her. And I don't know what's up with the begin the gar, or there's some missing textures, I think. And yeah, let's try this out. The end is never the end. Is loading. I don't know what's going on, guys.
This is the story of a man named Stanley. Stanley worked for a company in a big building where he was employee number 427. Employee number 427's job was simple. He sat at his desk in room 427 and he pushed buttons on a keyboard. Orders came to him through a monitor on his desk, telling him what buttons to push, how long to push them, and in what order. This is what employee 427 did every day of every month of every year. And although others might have considered it soul-rending, Stanley relished every moment that the orders came in, as though he had been made exactly for this job. And Stanley was happy. And then one day, something very peculiar happened. Something that would forever change Stanley. Something he would never quite forget. He had been at his desk for nearly an hour when he realized that not one single order had arrived on the monitor for him to follow. No one had showed up to give him instructions, call a meeting, or even say hi. Never in all his years at the company had this happened, this complete isolation. Something was very clearly wrong. Shocked, frozen solid, Stanley found himself unable to move for the longest time. But as he came to his wits and regained his senses, he got up from his desk and stepped out of his office.
Okay, so far this is just like the Half-Life 2 mod. But yeah, the graphics are way better, so let's see what's going on here.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
Okay. Interesting design.
When Stanley came to a set of two open doors, he entered the door on his left.
So, should we follow the instructions, or
I think the first time we should follow.
let's follow the instructions? Okay, let's do.
Yet there was not a single person here either. Feeling a wave of disbelief, Stanley decided to go up to his boss's office, hoping he might find an answer there.
This is interesting. Alright, let's go to the boss's office.
Coming to a staircase, Stanley walked upstairs to his boss's office.
Alright.
Sounds familiar.
Yeah, it's just like the Half-Life 2 mod. Is this the office? Yes, it is.
Stepping into his manager's office, Stanley was once again stunned to discover not an indication of any human life. Shocked, unraveled, Stanley wondered in disbelief who orchestrated this. What dark secret was being held from him? What he could not have known was that the keypad behind the boss's desk guarded the terrible truth that his boss had been keeping from him. And so the boss had assigned it an extra secret PIN number, 2845. But of course, Stanley couldn't possibly have known this.
Alright. So, 2, 8, 4, 5.
Yet incredibly, by simply pushing random buttons on the keypad, Stanley happened to input the correct code by sheer luck. Amazing. He stepped into the newly opened passageway.
Let's go. Nothing over here. Ooh. Okay. So it's quite interesting so far. It's just like the mod,
Descending deeper into
but
the
I hope
building,
it will be different.
Stanley realized he felt a bit peculiar. It was a stirring of emotion in his chest, as though he felt more free to think for himself, to question the nature of his job. Why did he feel this now, when for years it had never occurred to him? This question would not go unanswered for long.
Okay.
Stanley walked straight ahead through the large door that read Mind Control
How
Facility.
subtle.
Oh my god. Should we escape or go to mind control facility?
I don't know.
Oh my god.
Mind control.
Well, let's be mind control this time. Oh god. Okay. The light bulb?
The lights rose on an enormous room packed
Oh
with
my
television
God.
screens. What horrible secret did this place hold? Stanley thought to himself. Did he have the strength to find out?
Another button? There we go.
Maybe it's 8.
8. Just like in a demo. Turn on the cameras.
Now the
There we
monitors
go.
jumped to life, their true nature revealed. Each bore the number of an employee in the building,
Oh, dear.
Stanley's co-workers. The lives of so many individuals reduced to images on a screen, and Stanley, one of them, eternally monitored in this place where freedom meant nothing.
Alright.
No, this is creepy.
No, it's not creepy, it's just weird. Let's go up. Oh, someone
This
got fired.
mind control facility. It was too horrible to believe. It couldn't be true. Had Stanley really been under someone's control all this time? Was this the only reason he was happy with his boring job? That his emotions had been manipulated to accept it blindly?
I guess so. Let's go up.
No. He refused to believe it. He couldn't accept it. His own life in someone else's control? Never. It was unthinkable. Wasn't it? Was it even possible? Had he truly spent his entire life utterly blind to the world?
Apparently
Here
so,
was the
Stanley.
proof. The heart of the operation. Controls labeled with emotions. Happy or sad or content. Walking, eating, working. All of it monitored and commanded from this very place. And as the cold reality of his past began to sink in, Stanley decided that this machinery would never again exert its terrible power over another human life. For he would dismantle the controls once and for all.
Here? Facility power? And controlling idle. What do I do? You know what? I'm gonna press that button over there. Yes. I have decided, and that's what I'm gonna do.
That's just silly.
It may be silly, but I'm sticking to my decision, and we're clicking it.
But you're mind controlled.
No!
It's not your
No, I'm clicking it.
decision.
See? I did it.
It's not 8.
And nothing's happening. Great.
You need to fight 8.
No! That was in the demo.
But it was Stanley Parable.
Never mind, let's just go in the facility power. Can I click anything? 10 and something. I can't click anything. Okay, let's just go there.
And when at last he found the source of the room's power, he knew it was his duty, his obligation, to put an end to this horrible place and to everything it stood for.
Alright, let's turn it off. What's happening? Did we beat it?
Blackness and a rising chill of uncertainty. Was it over? Yes. He had won. He had defeated the machine, unshackled himself from someone else's command. Freedom was mere moments away. And yet, even as the immense door slowly opened, Stanley reflected on how many puzzles still lay unsolved. Where had his co-workers gone? How had he been freed from the machine's grasp? What other mysteries did this strange building hold? But as sunlight streamed into the chamber, he realized none of this mattered to him, for it was not knowledge or even power that he had been seeking, but happiness. Perhaps his goal had not been to understand, but to let go. No longer would anyone tell him where to go, what to do, or how to feel. Whatever life he lives, it will be his.
Oh, it's beautiful.
That was all he needed to know. It was perhaps the only thing worth knowing. Stanley stepped through the open door.
Please open slower. Slower. Okay, finally.
Stanley felt the cool breeze upon his skin, the feeling of liberation, the immense possibility of the new path before him. This was exactly the way, right now, that things were meant to happen. And Stanley was happy.
Oh,
Oh, how sweet.
it's beautiful.